originally from Trinidad and Tobago, that's in the Caribbean. I work here at Special Olympics headquarters here in Washington, D.C., and I work in the sports department and sports development. For me, growing up as a child, it was really fun until about 1979, when I had a head injury with a bicycle, and he ran into me. And I have a scar on in the center of my nose where the spokes of the bicycle penetrate my forehead. So I was in a coma for about a week from what my grandmother told me. And after I got out of that, I pretty much went back to primary school. So when you maybe have 100 students passing through and maybe 50 out of those gonna choose some words, that's a lot of words coming at you every day. And then you have to walk to get the bus. You may bounce up some of them because that's half an hour after their school get out. Our school get out half an hour later. And then you may bounce them up on your way to the bus station or on the bus. You know, you gotta deal with all the fatigue or the name calling. I live with my grandparents, which I love them for that. And so my grandmother had like 13 kids, plus she had grandkids. So it was a very big household. And to be fitting in that household is a challenge because you're a grandkid growing up with siblings, but you still feel love, but it's just you have to find your space. One thing my grandfather used to always say, my grandfather used to always talk to me very sturdy because he grew up in a time where, you know, he's 92 now. So he used to always say to me, you're not stupid. People may say you're stupid, but you're not stupid. Think about what you're doing. Think about what you're saying. So growing up with a disability, I get to realize all the way around you have to put up a wall because you never know who is coming at you sometimes. And that's scary. I don't live like that, but you have to protect yourself because you never know who is going to take advantage of you when you're living with a disability and you may not know how to count money or read properly. Someone give you a document and tell you sign and never know you sign away all of your money. That happened to me already, which was really sad to know that person did that to me. So even though I can be a person that you don't see a disability, people have taken advantage of me in many different ways because of reading and writing. So school and education is a very important thing to help people with intellectual disability try to capture education in some way. So I always feel like, you know, just don't tell me respect you because you have all this degree or you are this scholar or you whatever, but how do you treat others for me to respect you? So that's how I look at, and that's how those people make me shape as an individual. And that's why I think that my disability may be not very visible, which, you know, the Lord maybe put me in this way to be a voice, but the only environment I know was disability because that's where the school I went to. I wouldn't say the doctor didn't know what he was doing. He did the right thing that he could have done at that time, which is there was nothing structure in a country like mine, and maybe still there is not much structure for people with intellectual disabilities. So he gave my grandmother two great advice that I live with today. You know, would you open a door and give somebody opportunity, or would you close the door and keep them out? Society kind of have that attitude a little bit if you watch closely.